Hello everybody and welcome back to another video, and today we are doing another review for WandaVision. This time we are reviewing episode 4, which there's a lot to talk about, and I'm hoping I remember to talk about everything because a lot happened in this episode. So, just like the last ones, I'm going to start off, no spoilers, but then after a little while I will get into some spoilers. So, let's get started, I guess. So, the beginning was great. I liked the way it began. That was just awesome in my opinion. And there were a couple things in it that made my jaw drop. And like the other ones, the first three felt like watching an actual old sitcom. This one felt a lot more like watching an MCU movie, which was really cool. And it reveals, without trying to spoil it too much, it does reveal more about what's going on. And it's still pretty funny. I think the first 3 episodes were funnier, but this one was definitely really funny.
But sausages cannot be used as a weapon.
And there really was nothing I didn't like about this episode, just like all the others. There's nothing too much I didn't like. And yeah, so this is really hard to talk about without spoiling it, so I think I'm just gonna get into spoilers right away. So yeah, I'll give you 3 seconds to click away. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen episode 4, click away. And yeah, I guess let's talk about some spoilers. So like I said, the beginning was pretty epic, insane, and awesome because the way it began, it just starts us off. We see Monica Rambeau coming back because apparently she was dusted during Infinity War, and it shows us what happened after Tony Stark snapped his fingers in Endgame, bringing everybody back. So we saw her, like the dust pieces, I guess, like coming back to normal. And that was pretty insane. Then she's like looking around because her mother, she was sitting there with her mother until the snap happened. And we find out that apparently her mother, Maria Rambeau from Captain Marvel, is sadly dead. So, and then, like the opening was awesome. I thought it was really cool seeing another point of view of Tony Stark's snap. Because what we saw of that snap was we saw when the heroes came back to help with the fight, and then we also saw a comedic version in Spider-Man Far From Home where the kids were talking about it and called it the blip, and they did that. And so yeah, and that was more comedic, while this one was more like dramatic, showing us another point of view of the snap, or Tony's snap, which was, I thought, was pretty cool. And it also told us that Monica Rambeau's mother, I forget her name already, created Sword. So she was the one who created Sword. And that was pretty cool. That told us that she was the one who did it. And then it also brings it back, even though we knew they were coming back because of Comic-Con and D23, but we finally saw Jimmy Woo and Darcy Lewis return. And it was a lot of fun seeing them back because we haven't seen Darcy since Thor: The Dark World. She was only in the first 2 Thor films and then she was gone. Jimmy Woo, we've seen him a little more recently than Darcy, but still has been a pretty decent amount of time because we haven't seen him in Ant-Man and the Wasp, and he's only appeared in 1 movie. And also their interactions was fun and funny, so that was pretty fun. And this episode really just focused on Thor, and pretty much what it did, which I thought was pretty cool,
Superheroes keep buying it all up.
was that they pretty much showed us the first 3 episodes that we already saw, but they showed us from the point of view of outside of the little sitcom world, or whatever that you want to call it. I don't know what it would be called. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, sure. just blow up that guy.
Also,
Really? I don't know.
something cool is that when they brought Darcy in, I think this confirms that Vision is dead, like officially. Sorry. Was that she was talking and they saw Vision in the sitcom and she goes, "He's dead, right? Not blipped, dead." So that I think confirms that Vision is dead. So I don't know how he's back quite yet. They'll probably tell us later on.
That make this job.
But
Crime.
so that was kind of cool that how they did talk about him being dead. And it looks like he will be dead. And they even clarified that he didn't blip. He wasn't dusted. They say blip. I've always said dusted.
I'm ready when you are.
But so that was pretty cool. It also tells us that it looks like all the people, all the neighbors might be being mind controlled or something. Like they're normal people, but they were like under Wanda's control, I guess. And this episode makes me think that Wanda might be completely in control of this world, because going into the show I thought, okay, someone's trapped Wanda, making this her perfect world. Seeing this episode, I'm thinking, okay, maybe Wanda is the one who created this world, and she might just be turning into a bad guy. Because, I don't know, like, especially the ending, I'm kind of skipping ahead here, but especially the ending, it was, like, really villainous. Like,
all right, fellas. I'm ready when you are.
so that was pretty insane, but also cool. And, yeah, it also showed us another point of view of the ending of episode 1. Because, if you don't remember, the ending of episode 1, we saw the sitcom credits roll, it zoomed out, and we saw someone from S.W.O.R.D. was watching the sitcom. And then this episode showed us that it was Darcy Lewis who was watching them. And it also showed us how that little toy airplane got there, how the beekeeper got there, and how Veronica got there. Because Veronica was just there with Jimmy Woo, like, inspecting this Westview place. And she touched like a dome type thing. I don't know, force field, whatever that was. And then she was sucked into it. The helicopter was a drone that they sent in to try to get some information, and that was lost in there, turned into a helicopter. And then the beekeeper was a guy in like a hazmat suit, a S.W.O.R.D. agent in a hazmat suit. But it changed him into a beekeeper, and it changed him black and white. But I do have a question though. She said no, and then it rewind time. What happened to him? Because it doesn't show us if he becomes a part of the sitcom world like Veronica did, or if he was kicked out of the world, or if maybe he just died or was erased from existence or something. I don't know. So I'm just very curious as to what happened to him. Maybe he'll tell us more, or maybe it's just like, yeah, that's when you'll never know. Also, when they're viewing this on the television screen, Jimmy Woo says something pretty interesting. He says, what is this? Is it an alternate reality? Another timeline and stuff like that? And he mentioned alternate reality. Another multiverse. Which I think is pretty cool, because a lot of rumors and speculation and theories are that this is going to open up the multiverse. And since it connects to Doctor Strange 2, that is multiverse of madness. So that's definitely going to deal with the multiverse. And also, it's supposed to connect to Spider-Man 3 a little bit, and if all these rumors about Spider-Man 3 are true, and it's going to go full Spider-Verse, well, then it makes sense why he would mention this alternate reality. They also mention Ultron again, because they're watching this when Veronica goes, oh, he was killed by Ultron, wasn't he? And Darcy and Jimmy Woo are like, wait, did she just say Ultron? Had they ever related or referenced our reality before? And they're like, no, that's the first time. So that's pretty cool. I liked hearing about Ultron and Quicksilver in the show, because really after we went past Age of Ultron, we got very little mentions of them. For the most part, it was Civil War that they mentioned Ultron, and the rest of it, not really. Well, Endgame did, but Infinity War a little bit.
The trains from Grand
But like,
Central.
I thought it was cool that they mentioned a little bit more, because it makes it feel a lot more connected. which I thought was really cool.
3 more days till my retirement.
Also, they showed us how their side of when they were trying to communicate to Wanda through the radio. In episode 1, when they were going, Wanda, who's doing this to you, they showed us that it definitely was Jimmy Woo, so I was right, it was Jimmy Woo. And a bunch of other people I know who were watching this were right. Some people didn't think it was Jimmy Woo, but most people did. And we were right, it was Jimmy Woo. And it showed us how they were communicating through some type of radio of their own. I don't exactly know what's going on there, but...
Cops in Stuttgart only had to deal with Loki. I have to deal with angry New Yorkers and ridiculously unprepared tourists. This job.
Also, the ending was pretty insane too.
Most important law.
I wasn't doing that. See, I would never do that. Anyway, like I was saying, the ending was pretty insane too because it showed us sorry. It showed us what Wanda and Monica were doing while Vision was outside talking with the neighbors. So we got to see that she was talking to her. She was like, if you know who Ultron is, then you're not my neighbor. And then she's like, oh, I think you should leave, and blasts her out, and then through the wall, and then fixes the wall. So that was insane, and it shows her getting blasted through the force field or dome or whatever it is. And then she's like, and then shows us the scene again. Why is he inside that thing? That's weird. Okay, he's out of it.
Really needs
and then he got out of that thing. And then it showed Wanda's point of view of what she saw during that scene, because Vision goes, hey, where's Veronica? Oh, she had to rush home, dear.
How can you tell it apart?
And then when she turned around, she saw Vision, but his face was the way it was when he died. It was black and white. There was a huge hole in his head from where the Infinity Stone used to be before Thanos ripped it out, and it was kind of creepy. That was insane. I think that might be showing that she is... I'm not sure if she understands that this is a fake reality or not. Like, I don't know if she is, like, 100% has all her memories and knows everything that's going on, or if she doesn't know that Vision's dead, but either way, something's happening. It's cracking. She's getting more reality. She's, I don't know, figuring out more that this is not real, that Vision is dead. At least that's what it seems like. And then after that, Vision, whenever Wanda's like, oh, don't worry, I have it all under control, we don't need to leave. Leaving, that'd be dumb. Let's watch some TV. You can definitely tell that Vision is suspicious because the face he makes, and then the way he talks and the way he's walking and all that stuff, like the way he just is, shows that he is suspicious. He knows something is definitely wrong. And it looks like he also thinks that Wanda might have something to do with it, like we do. I could be wrong, but that's what it seems like, because he does seem very suspicious. And then also at the end, when Sword meets up with Monica again, Monica goes, it's all Wanda. It's all Wanda. So that is like telling us this is Wanda's doing. Whoa, speaking of, she just came out of nowhere. That's kind of creepy. So that's kind of pretty insane. Now that bus is stuck. Now that here, there. Now they could be wrong like us. What is he doing? Wow, he can't drive. So I think, wow, traffic jam so bad. So I think there is still a chance that someone's trapped her in this and gave her like 99% control of it. That could still be a chance, but it is really seeming like this is all Wanda, which it could be, or it might not be. We don't know. And I'm really excited to see what's going to happen next, because this episode, what just like hooked me. It was like, oh yeah, here's a whole bunch of answers, but a whole bunch of questions as well. And the way it ended too, it really hooked you. It was like, okay, let's watch the next episode. Oh wait, we can't. We have to wait till next week, and that kind of sucks. So, yeah, I thought this episode was awesome. One of the best episodes so far. If I had to pick favorites out of these four, the first four, it'd be 2 and 4. I enjoyed them the most. But the show as a whole so far is really good. And I've been really enjoying all of the episodes. And it's pretty awesome. And I'd give this episode a 9 out of 10 probably. It was pretty awesome. It revealed a lot more. But still, there's so many unanswered questions that I want answers to, and I bet they're gonna give it to us, but they're gonna make us wait because there's 9 episodes and we're only on episode 4, so we could easily get like 1 question answered next episode and then 1 answer the next episode, and like that. Or they could just be like, okay, here's a bunch of answers this episode, a bunch of answers this episode. Oh, hey, there's this sitcom episode and there's this action episode. But I don't think so. I think they're just gonna very slowly take their time with answering questions, and I don't think we're gonna know everything what's going on until the very end. So yeah, like I said, I would probably give this episode like a 9 out of 10 maybe. It was awesome. It revealed a lot more. I can't wait to see what happens next. What did you guys think of it? Did you love it, this episode? Did you hate this episode? Did you think it was okay? Are you happy that I gave us more information? Were you hoping for more sitcom stuff? What do you think? Well, what are your thoughts on the episode?
Up until the killer robot showed up, that is.
So yeah, thank you for taking the time to watch. If you guys like this video, please hit like. I'd really appreciate it if you could. And if you want to see more videos like this, like more reviews, more WandaVision reviews, as well as gameplay videos on Marvel's Avengers, Marvel's Spider-Man, Fortnite as Marvel and DC characters, please consider hitting subscribe. That'd really help me out a lot. I'd really appreciate it. And you'd get more Marvel and DC content from me, and hopefully more content in the future. And hit the notification bell so you know when I post and go live. That way you don't miss out on any videos or live streams. And with that, thank you for taking the time to watch. I lost Vision. Oh, there he is. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.